Where are we this time?
Mary, you may die content, knowing that you have set foot in the village of Nordvik.
You must be joking. I mean, I'm frozen half to death, and I'm definitely not content. So this is Nordvik. Could we get any further off the beaten path?
My dear, you must learn to tone down enthusiasm. Nordvik is in the North Country. It is the dead of winter, and all things in consideration, we should expect to suffer a slight chill.
You're right about the suffering.
History will denote this period as Little Ice Age, a time of particularly frigid climate due to some volcanic effects. The amusing thing is that most people think that he did it as sort of a reprisal for human transgressions.
He likes his little jokes, doesn't he? Oh, I like him too!
Do try to be a little more professional, my dear. We are here on a mission.
Nice trick.
I have friends in very high places.
I am looking for a man, though I do not know his name, nor the color of his eyes, nor his shape or voice or size, but I'll know him just the same.
You are looking for a man, but you haven't got a clue, not a solitary trace to the features on his face.
But I'll know them when I do. He'll be so easy to find, a man of his kind. He'll be so easy to see, since he must be somewhere
Out there,
I swear this mystery man has got to be somewhere.
you are looking for someone, but you don't know who it is. There's a billion souls on earth, but there's only one who's worth the answer to your quiz.
There's a person in this world who will be the chosen one, and though we may have it right, every single passerby still will surely get it done. 'Cause he'll be easy to find, he'll give us a sign, and he'll be easy to spot with the description I have got.
Wait, you have a description?
Soon to speak.
The Cid is written, he has no peer when it comes to carving toys, yet children run from him when he stares at them. With his oh so baleful eyes, his face is stern, his greed is great. With the love of gold he's smitten, that is all that's herein written.
You know you read the strangest books.
It's a real page turner.
He is searching for a man
I am searching for a man
who could be most anywhere,
who could be most anywhere,
in the country or the town or the whole wide world around, even in this village square. But he'll be easy to find, a man of his kind. He'll be so easy to know, I'm sure he's so distinct. We think he'll seem to beam like a beacon in the sky. We'd find him if we were blind. He'll be easy for the two of us to find.
It's not polite to point, Waldo. Ho, stranger! Welcome to Northern.
Hamburger.
Oh, you know me, good sir. Have we met? I'm afraid you have the advantage of me. What with the passing of the years and the pressing duties of my office, my memory is not what it used to be.
Oh, my dear, your memory was never what it used to be.
No, Lord Mayor, we have not met. But your fame, and the fame of Nordvik as well, has reached as far out as the capital.
Do you hear that, children? The whole world has heard of me. That is, of Nordvik.
Yes, Papa.
My card, Lord Mayor.
Bacchanalia, regalia, parades, promenades, festivals, fairs, carnivals extraordinaire, Christmas, our speciality, His Majesty's Royal Holiday Examiner. My, that is quite an odd occupation, Herr.
Happily at your service. And may I introduce my traveling companion and assistant, Mary. Naturally, we are here to observe the occasion for which Nordvik is most famous for, its celebration of Christmas.
Well, naturally. And may I introduce my wife, this is Hilda. These are our children, Waldo and Sonia. And this is our eldest, Kristen.
You are both most kindly welcome to our village.
Yes, thank you, Lord Mayor. Would it be possible to observe your townsfolk as they hark and herald and so forth?
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, the annual 4 days of Christmas processional is about to begin.
4 days? Why, I thought it was 12.
What a marvelous idea! Make a note of that. Now, what exactly had you heard?
So, you and your master have heard of our Christmas celebration? Master? Oh, him. Yes, everyone has heard of, what was the occasion again?
Christmas.
You know that it's Christmas, don't you? Christmas, Halloween, leap year extending. When you're a holiday examiner, they all sort of run together. Well, surely everyone has heard of Christmas in Nordvik.
When winter nights grow longer and darker than before, the stars are icy torches and the wind blows through the doors.
The snow piles up in mountains and never ever melts.
Just then in Nordvik is when Christmas cheer is felt. When Christmas cheer is felt.
The boughs of it, the trees are green, the wreaths securely hanging. Upon the harp the siren cease, and Christmas bells are clanging. We raise our voices loud in song, a Yuletide undertaking. Joy to people one and all, the news is quickly breaking. Christmas in our town, when the candles burn so bright. The holly hanging down, the trees shine in the night. Christmas in our town, among our kith and kin. We've never been as happy, and never will again.
Mother bakes and bakes and bakes to the stove that's almost crimson. She doesn't mind the time it takes, it's her special Christmas mission.
The children hold their breath to see what they've anticipated. Their gifts bring wrapped beneath the tree to be emancipated.
Christmas in our town, where the spirit never dies. The singers never cease, singing carols to the skies. Christmas in our town, among our kith and kin. We've never been as happy, and never will again.
Why, it sounds as if you had Christmas all year long.
Well, I've never thought about it, but it seems a fine thought now that I'm thinking.
This time of year is always blessed by children and their treasure. They've little time to take their rest, so they've tasted every pleasure.
Our fathers and their fathers too have always had this passion. This season brings the best, it's true, let's keep it in the fashion. Christmas in our town is a thing of rare delights. We love the Christmas sounds,
frugality. I've never seen such enthusiasm.
I am so pleased that you are so pleased. I've been trying for years to get the king to give some attention to Nordic. Oh, the trials I've endured, the pains I have suffered.
Oh, the pain you're going to suffer if you don't come home right this moment. You promised to help me hang the garland. We'll help remember.
Duty calls. Till I see you again, Herr. You know, I'm afraid I never caught your name. You are.
Naturally, there'll be some very influential people in the capital who would love to hear about the goings-ons in Nordic.
Oh, I thought so. I have always thought so.
That's an odd sort of fellow, don't you think?
You would never believe how odd.
There's something different about him. Of course, there's something a little odd about Papa Pig.
There's something a little odd about all of us. Oh, and here's the oddest one of all, Nicholas. Jan, who's your friend?
My name is Mariel. I'm a visitor to your town.
More visitors means more customers. So welcome, Mariel. And how are you fellows this fine day?
Ready for Christmas?
Past ready. And you, Nicholas, are you filled with the Christmas spirit?
Perhaps when this is filled with gold, I favor Christmas spirit of the golden variety.
Wilhelm, the bow for the garland.
Nicholas Walking, is there nothing you can do to get your mind off money? Not likely.
Not likely indeed, son.
Just give me enough, and I'll never have to think about it again. Now don't get me wrong. I love Christmas. Why, I sell more toys at Christmas than the rest of the year combined.
This man is hopeless.
But he hasn't always been hopeless.
When he was a lad, he was a glad lad, bringing joy to everyone he could.
And not so long ago,
The children loved him so.
For the toys that he could carve from wood.
Yes, for the toys that he could carve from wood.
What could ever happen to make him go astray? What drama from the strawberry could make him go this way?
There's a story here to tell, but none can say for sure. The only thing that's certain, there seems to be no cure. All he likes is money, and all he wants is more.
Don't you feel uneasy by treating him this way? He's sitting right beside you and tearing all your side.
You keep carving anyhow, just like he does each day, and counting up his money and stocking it away. Truth is he is hopeless, that's all there is to say. As the twig is bent, a boy grows up, no doubt. Somewhere he was twisted and turned most inside out. Now he's like a pretzel with a soul like sauerkraut. He is older now, but none the wiser. His love of gold is really rather sad. And folks are heard to say they wish him far away, and not so long in Moscow or in Baghdad. Nicholas, you need to know how Christmas really makes us so excited and delighted and amused. Your toys are all such special things, and if you knew the joy they bring, you wouldn't act so foolish and confused. You really wouldn't be confused.
It's you who are confused. I know what I'm doing.
That's good. No one else has a clue.
Sonia! Nicholas, you do need to get your mind off money and all the real important things in life. Like fun and laughter.
And food.
And dancing. And singing.
And food.
Poetry. And music.
And food.
And don't forget about Kristen, Nicholas.
How could I? You remind me of her every time I see you. But what good does it do to remember? I've got to see to my livelihood. I don't have time to think about romance or Kristen, understand?
Sorry. Pardon me. I'm just trying to help my friend.
You could help much more by leaving the subject of Kristen alone. There are more important things in life than love and happiness.
Like me!
I perfectly intend to have happiness and love. But the first thing I'll do is get enough money to be happy.
I'll never understand how a man can think he can be happy when he's so busy being miserable.
I'll never understand how such a miserable man can make such wonderful toys. I mean, he's the finest woodcarver around.
Who's the finest woodcarver around?
Nicholas Walking.
A young man who was just here, a wood carving, spoil making young man.
By any chance, does this man have an overwhelming desire for money?
You must have heard of him. Overwhelming is an understatement.
Maybe so, but I don't know anyone that doesn't like his toys.
We've never been as happy and never will again.
Let's sing it again, Kristen!
Please, not now. It must be nearly everyone's bedtime.
Not for hours. Well, at least not for a few minutes anyway. Kristen, guess who was just here? It was Nicholas.
Sonia!
That's Bridget. Did you hear that, children? Nicholas was just here. Nicholas is Nordvik's master toy maker. All the children really love him.
Nicholas? Well, I guess. If you say so, Kristen.
Do we have to?
He's been so nice, but now such a brat.
Ingrid.
Well, he is.
I say, God bless Nicholas.
That's a much kinder thought, Pippi.
At least until after Christmas.
Oh, give me a toy by Nicholas, a jewel, a treasure, a plum. There's nothing better at Christmas time than a toy by that son of a gun. The dolls are real, they almost will. Their faces are always so pretty. If we should miss the dolly's kiss, would be a certain pity. The boats and ships are all equipped with sailors and rudders and ladders. If they should fail to ever sail, it really wouldn't matter. Oh, give me a toy by Nicholas, a toy to cover this blade. There's nothing better at Christmas time than a toy that rascal made. No, we must admit when we think of it, he's stingy and always at work. But his toys are great, so what the heck? Who cares if he's a jerk? He carves and chips and scrapes and cuts till the toys are bright and dandy. There are no ifs or ands or buts, there's no one quite as handy. His father and his father too were men who carved with vision. His toys are just the best, it's true, they're part of our tradition. Christmas in our town is a thing of rare delights. We love the Christmas sounds, we love the Christmas sights. Christmas in our town, with family and friends. We wish it would go on and never ever end. The joy we feel at Christmas time, we wish would never end.
I'm very sorry, Nicholas, but I have more toys than I can sell, and I don't need any more of yours, and I have extended more credit than I should.
But Herr Gerdling, surely you could buy a few trinkets. You must know how hard it's been for us.
Well, I could give you 3 coppers for the whole bag.
The whole bag? Why you... Come on, Mother. We'll sell the toys somewhere else.
Well, that's very resourceful, Nicholas. Pray when you do, you come around here and pay your debts. Now I have to get back to my customers, my paying customers. Fritz, escort the walk-ins away from my store.
Yes, sir, Herr Gildeberg. You heard him. Move along.
I'm sorry. You know how it is.
selling the toys in his shop.
His shop? You well enough that he would never do such a thing. It galls me that we could rely on him for credit in the first place.
He was your father's partner.
Then he should deal more honorably with my father's widow. He cheated my father, and now he owns the toy shop they built together.
Nicholas, pride makes a very unsatisfying meal. Your father had such pride. You have his hands as well as his stubborn head.
The walking name once meant a great deal around here.
It still does. And why is that? Because you did inherit more than your father's pride. You inherited his talent.
It's nothing to boast about. I'm just a woodcarver.
Dame Margaret, good day to you. And you too, Nicholas.
Good day, Kristen. Don't you have a greeting for Kristen, Nicholas?
Of course. Greetings, Kristen.
So, Kristen, how are things at Christmas in the Bergen household?
Like it is every year. Papa is more pompous than ever, Mama is cooking more than ever, and Waldo and Sonia, well, there's more of them than ever.
Well, but how are you, Kristen? The mayor's daughter, you must be involved in everything. Parties. Just all sorts of Christmas festivities.
Oh, parties and dances, just one right after another. I can hardly tell them apart. Just one continuous whirling celebration, that's me.
Mother, the clock? We must go. Kristen surely has lots of things she'd rather be doing than standing out in the cold.
Cold? No, I'm not cold at all. Not with running from one party to the next.
You're looking to the flush, dear.
There, you see? And I am cold. And I have too much work still undone. Good day, Kristen.
Goodbye, Nicholas. Merry Christmas.
I apologize for my son, Kristen.
There's no need.
Ah, Kristen, I've been looking all over Norfolk for you. Oh, good morning, Dame Walking.
Good morning, Frida. Well, I must catch up to my wayward son. Good day, girls.
Where have you been? We haven't much time. I have to choose Jan's gift. We'll be here any moment.
Christmas will be here any moment. Why do you always wait until the last second for everything?
What, and spoil the surprise? If I had known what I was getting Jan a month ago, I'd be tired of it by now. This way, we both get to be surprised.
The surprising thing is that you almost make sense.
That always almost makes sense. And so, where are you getting Nicholas?
You know we wouldn't. How could you ever suggest such a silly idea?
It's perfectly natural to give gifts to old friends.
We were friends once.
You were more than friends once.
Nicholas hardly speaks to me. You should have seen him just now. He barely acknowledges my existence.
Talk about being silly. Nicholas is just worried about his mother, and his carvings, and his money.
And everything else in life with me. And if that's what he wants, that's just fine.
Just fine?
No, it's not fine. It's awful. It's horrible. If I were a sensible girl, I'd just forget it and find someone else. It's not like I couldn't, you know. It's just that you wouldn't, you know?
Frida! Oh, hello, Kristen.
Hello, Jan.
Kristen, it's time for lunch. Come along home.
I'll help you with your little problem later, Frida. Jan, you better take charge of this scatterbrained fiancé of yours. Otherwise, your wedding day will be full of surprises for the both of you.
What in the world did she mean by that?
Oh, never you mind. You just worry about Nicholas. Have you been thinking about that?
Nicholas and Kristen constantly, just like you told me to. Have I decided how we can get them back together? No.
Jan!
I haven't a clue. First of all, Nicholas is way too concerned with money, and secondly, Kristen is too shy to do anything unless he takes the first step. It's a question of which came first. She's a chicken, and he's a bad egg.
And you're too dim to see the obvious.
Which is...
If they won't do anything for themselves, then it's up to us to do something for them.
What a brilliant idea! But, so what do we do?
I have it! It's so simple!
What?
Well, first, you tell Nicholas that Kristen has been abducted by that huge furry ape man everyone's been talking about. Creepy. out in the woods.
I haven't heard of anyone talking about a huge furry ape man.
Let's start talking about him. Oh, and it's a scary name.
Frida.
What about Squish Squash? Ooh, that's scary. And then you and Nicholas form an expedition to save her. And when he saves her, she'll swoon into his arms. And that's that.
Frida, what are we going to save her from?
Oh, why Squish Squash, of course. He's awful.
Frida, there is no squish squash.
Oh, that's right. Okay, what about this? I get Kristen to come with me into the forest to look for, the unicorn.
What unicorn?
You silly, the one that
Everyone's been talking about. Of course.
And then you tell Nicholas that you've heard there's a tiny little man with a pot of gold. That'll get him, he loves gold. Out in the forest, see?
Do you mean a leprechaun?
Is that what they're called?
Leprechauns are in Ireland, not Nordvik.
Then make it a Nordvicon.
If you're gonna make up a story, why don't you say Kristen was abducted by Vikings?
Vikings? Here? In the North Country? Who would ever believe such a ridiculous story? I mean, really, Jane.
I may be of some assistance.
Oh, gracious, who are you?
Oh, hello. Frida, these are visitors to Nordvik. They arrived last night from the capital. May I introduce Frida Balderson? Frida, this is Mariel and Herr...
Unfortunately, I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. I may be able to help you.
Oh, help us? I don't think we should accept help from a perfect stranger.
Why, that's very observant. Few people are able to recognize perfection. My card.
A perfect stranger. No questions asked, so no questions answered. Performs any task, for love or romance, for a small bag of silver, for a large sum of fun. He'll dance with the devil, he can turn back the sun. Quarrels mended, estrangements ended, charms you can try, charms you can buy.
That card says all that.
There's more on the back.
I read what's on the back.
I meant the back in the back of that.
No strings attached, he's better than a neighbor. No deck is stacked, no charge for the labor. All purchase is final, and there's no receipt, 'cause there's no denial that his spells are complete. Brew a potion that claims devotion, make up a spell, candle, book, and bell.
I guarantee their love. Money back. Guarantee their love. You just wait and see how it goes. I think you'll be pleased. No, I know.
He knows, he knows, he knows.
If true love is missing,
Then he'll get the kissing.
they have no desire.
Then he'll light their fire.
So go by the betting. We guarantee a wedding. We guarantee a wedding. We guarantee a wedding. I'm perfectly apt. I'm not falsely modest. I'll soon have them trapped. My means quite be honest. To lead them to the altar, I will go the extra mile, and they'll never falter till they dance down the aisle. I need solution for their confusion, and a nice reflection of my perfection. And for all of this, what do I ask?
Yes, what do you ask?
You remember in the future when you contemplate the past, what a perfect stranger told you. No questions asked, no questions answered if there are no questions asked. No questions answered if there are no questions asked.
You know something, Jen? I think this man is a magician or sorcerer or something.
Better than a squish squash. Anyway, so what if he is? Neither of us can think of anything that will work. Excuse me, sir, just how do you intend to help us?
Leave the details to me. All you two have to do is get Kristen and Nicholas in the town square by 2 p.m. tomorrow. Now, be on your way.
But can't you tell us a little more than that? I'm not too comfortable.
Be on your way! How should I know? Confidence, Mario. With a bit of confidence and a little luck.
And a lot of luck.
And a lot of luck. All things come to pass. Now, go follow them, see what you can see.
Always eager to learn what fools they be.
Hail, stranger.
By yourself, Member.
I'm so pleased to see you again. I have been thinking about what you said.
What I said? What did I say?
You know, about telling certain influential people in the capital about the going-ons in Nordvik.
Yes, that same.
Yes, I would like to do whatever is necessary to help in any way that I can.
Why, yes, I believe that Nordvik and its inhabitants should get the recognition they deserve.
Yes, but still, the capital is so far away, and Nordvik is so small. I suppose if I were to do some magical hocus pocus or something, that might get their attention, eh? Well, good day to you, sir. Magical hocus pocus.
Magical? Why, man, there's no magic needed at all. There's no magic needed when I have completed the plan I am planning. It's not that demanding, predictable as weather. Don't have to be clever, no spells must be spoken, no circles unbroken. Just bring them together, let love be the tether. They'll make the conclusion, there'll be no confusion. There's no magic needed, it must be conceded. No dark incantation for this situation. No midnight endeavor, no none whatsoever. No spells must be spoken, no circles unbroken. Just bring them together, let love be the tether. Where love has succeeded, there's no magic needed.
Young Friedrich isn't that young anymore. Mother Thorvald was only showing pity to the poor walk-ins.
What if she was? Olga Thorvald is a kind Christian woman. She knows that if her family were in need, the Walken family would help them.
How might the Walken family accomplish that, Mother?
Oh, Nicky, don't be so bitter. Things will get better for us by and by.
Only when these misers are Nordvik to buy my toys.
Oh, and you can't blame the people of Nordvik. They only have so many children and they only have so many toys.
That is why this is so important to us, Mother. This carving is my masterpiece.
It is lovely. Such a sweet smile on the Christ child's face. And Mary is beautiful. She looks like Kristen, doesn't she?
No, of course not.
I remember when you first began to carve it.
I remember the day we found this piece of oak in the forest.
All I saw was another piece of wood for the stove.
It was the strangest moment. My mind was thinking about gathering firewood, and suddenly my eyes saw the oak. My mind thought, that'll be heavy. But my eyes saw shapes in the wood. My mind became very still, and the shapes became more distinct. I could see the mother's arm, the grain of oak, curving around the baby, just so. I could see the whole scene below the surface of the wood, and I knew, in that moment, that I could not be content until it existed, not just in my eyes, but real, touchable, so that others could see what I saw.
You are so special, Nicky.
No, this carving is special. This carving is so special that it's going to make us wealthy. And I can't wait to see the look on Geltieber's face after all he's done to the Walking family.
What he did to your father?
To us. Did to us. Anyway, it won't matter. It's only necessary to take my carving to the capital, to people who appreciate beautiful things and are willing to pay for them.
How much? How much are you paying, Nicky?
Pay? I'll pay nothing. Rich men and royalty will come to me, commissioning great works. You'll have time to rest, to sing and paint, like you did before Geltieber murdered father.
He didn't murder your father, you know that.
Stealing the man's work, his livelihood, and leaving him broken is murder.
Oh, Nicky, you just shouldn't be so...
Mother, let's get you to bed.
Nicholas, are you home?
Just a moment, Jan. Jan! What do you mean sneaking around my home? Leave this be!
What in heaven's name are you raving about? I am no thief! Maybe I better go.
Wait. Wasn't thinking. You're my best friend, Jan. Please sit down.
I don't know.
Please. I know Jan Thornton better than that. I was just being stupid.
All right, but that was pretty stupid. But this is amazing. I had no idea you could create something like this. You did carve this, didn't you?
Of course I did. Who do you think carved it?
It's just so different from the toys you make. It's so real. It's so beautiful. So
Expensive.
well, I wasn't thinking about that, but yes, it would be worth a lot.
Which is why you mustn't mention it to anyone, Jan. This carving is my ticket out of Nordvik.
Ticket to what? You're not leaving Nordvik.
As soon as I can. Mother is sick. She needs care that she can only have in a big city. That she can only have if I have the money to pay for it.
I understand your concern, my friend, but this is madness. Nordvik is your home. The Walkins have lived here since there was a Nordvik.
Nordvik will do just fine without the Walkins.
Nordvik may be fine without the Walkins. What about Kristen? I don't think Kristen will be fine without you.
I don't think Kristen is that fond of me these days. She'll be glad to see me go.
But Nicholas, she's...
But nothing! That's the end of the matter. Now you must promise not to tell anyone about this carving.
Yes, Nicholas. That's what you want.
That is what I want. Now why have you come out so late in the evening?
What? Oh, Frida and I want you to help us with the Holly Berry Festival tomorrow.
Haven't you been listening? There are toys to be carved. I only have 2 days left.
You could sell a few trinkets at the festival tomorrow. There's a stranger in town, some sort of royal ambassador.
Really?
Really? And he's intensely interested about Christmas in Nordvik. And what's Christmas in Nordvik without?
Without toys carved by a woman. Perhaps you're right. All right, I'll do it. What could a few hours do?
My thoughts exactly. Tomorrow afternoon then, on the square. Oh, and don't worry. I'll keep your secret.
That's why we're friends, Jane. We trust each other.
Until tomorrow, my friend.
Until tomorrow. Tomorrow. So many yesterdays to create. And in the very few tomorrows, you'll be finished. Then you'll be gone. As much as I want to sell them, as much as I need to sell them, I'll be a bit lonely when you're gone. Rowan.
Everything's all set. Kristen's going to meet me here this afternoon.
Nicholas will be here too. Now if that magical fellow will just show up and do whatever magical thing has up his sleeve, it should be engaged by sundown.
Jan, we're doing the right thing, aren't we? I mean, getting this stranger to use magic or sorcery or whatever he's doing.
Maybe it's some kind of hypnotism.
Hypnotism. No, Jan, it's magic. The question is it white magic or black magic?
The question is, who cares? Whatever can get them together has got to be good. Anyway, he said no questions asked, so no questions.
Oh, all right.
It'll be fine. Now listen, I have to tell you something. I promised Nicholas I wouldn't tell anybody, so I'll just tell you.
Well, don't you think I'm somebody?
Of course I think you're somebody, Frida. I meant somebody important.
This is going to be a long marriage.
Anyway, about Nicholas. He's created the most phenomenal thing.
He's always made phenomenal things.
Not like this. Last night, Nicholas showed me a carving that makes all his other toys look like fancy toothpicks.
Really?
Really, it's a work of art, a masterpiece. And Frida, you won't believe this. Nicholas is going to go move to the capital, sell his carving for a fortune, and become a famous artist.
Jan, for once, I believe you're correct.
I am?
Yes, I don't believe you.
Frida, it's true. I saw it with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe Nicholas carved something beautiful, all right. Even that it's worth a fortune, but leave Nordvik, leave his friends, leave Kristen. Nicholas would never leave her. Beneath that frozen exterior, he loves Kristen.
Yes, I know, but he's so obsessed with money these days. And Dane Walking is as ill as she's ever been.
Are you sure? That's terrible.
Nicholas blames himself for not being able to care for her properly.
This is horrible. What can we do?
We continue with our original plan. What else can we do? The stranger says he can get Nicholas and Kristen married. Maybe love will do the rest.
You know, you're a lot sweeter than you act. Come on, let's go find our future lovebirds.
Masterpiece worth a fortune. I simply must go and offer my services to young Morgan. I doubt he's prepared to take proper advantage of his circumstances.
I may be of some assistance.
Excuse me. Oh, you're the fellow from the capital. Were you speaking to me?
Undoubtedly, I have some experience in taking advantage. My card, sir.
Loans, interest and usury in all matters fiduciary, stocks and bonds, earnings and costs, assets and debts, profits and loss, His Majesty's Royal Exchequer. The Exchequer.
At your service. Yes, I tried to get His Majesty to play chess, but between you and me, he's strictly a checkers man.
Yes. Advantage.
You're a man of some distinction, quite the connoisseur, I'd say. I have the distinctive impression that you know what things will pay, which investments are the wise ones, and which to throw away.
I'll admit I have an inkling. It's a gift that I have got.
Why your eyes are almost twinkling, thinking here's a real jackpot. But you need to take advantage of the situation. Really take advantage. That's your only occupation. You must make this advantageous. Show that you're courageous. Making money is contagious. I'm sure that you'll agree. You need to act advantageously. doubtless need some wiser men's advice. An older man, a wiser head to lead him.
And he won't ever have to think twice, and for giving him good advice.
A man should likely expect to take some tiny little profits,
Or modest, handsome profits.
or make a killing, what the heck? But you need to take advantage of the situation. Really take advantage. That's your prime consideration. You must make this advantageous. Show that you're courageous. Making money is contagious. I'm sure you must agree. You need to act advantageously. Now, I understand that they have some debts.
Oh, well, they only owe just me.
Well, do they have much money left?
As poor can be. Considering the interest on the credit you've advanced.
Well, a small amount of interest, that seems fair.
You're helping poor Dame Walking.
Who's in need of sustenance?
Well, they're vulnerable since she needs constant care.
They have no money. Don't forget.
And with everything they owe,
I could buy young woman's carving for a song.
it's like paying off one's debts.
And you can add a little penance.
I'm a Christian.
You're the best.
To paradise I'll gain admittance.
Your decision is most blessed. Merely rise of interest. Surely none of this could be remotely wrong. Yes, we need to take advantage of the situation. Really take advantage. That's our only stipulation. We must make this advantageous. Show that we're courageous. Making money is contagious. I'm sure that you agree.
I need to act.
You must attack.
And stay on track.
Yes, you must act.
Advantageously. My friends, it makes a man so feel good to know that he can help others and to make an honest profit while he's doing it to them. For them.
Happy to be of assistance.
Oh, well, if you will excuse me, I must go make further plans. Good day.
I must go and make further plans. Ha!
Mary, there's a lesson to be learned here by the eager student. The gallons of this world smell money and are like hounds after the fox. There's no magic needed where greed has been seeded. This garden needs weeding. He must be defeated. It surely is noted. The plan I've promoted will bring to this merchant the things he's deserving. A plan that's divinely inspired by a kindly stranger succeeded with no magic needed.
Leverage? Yes, sir. What do you want me to do? Go to the walk-in hovel, wait for the young fool to leave, then steal all of the firewood.
Steal their wood. Won't they get cold?
You're as sharp as always, Fritz. Steal all of the firewood, then open a window if you can do it without being seen. One afternoon without heat should put Dame Walken at death's door.
me to murder poor old Dame Walken?
No, you idiot. I just want to make her very sick. If she's deathly ill, then Walken will have to accept my offer.
Gildigger, I can't do that. Dame Walken is such a nice old woman.
Forget it. I'll do it myself, just like everything else around here.
Now what's the plan?
It's simple. I'll prepare a circle here in the center of the town. All you two have to do is get Kristen and Nicholas into the circle,
Well, that's simple.
without their seeing each other beforehand.
That's not so simple.
But absolutely necessary in order for the magic to work. Now, where are Kristen and Nicholas?
They'll be here too. They'll see each other too soon. And you're gonna Nicholas now, for you got to like Kristen for a bit.
But how do I get them into the magic circle? Come to think of it, where is the magic circle?
Oh, not to worry. Use your imagination. You'll think of something. Now hurry.
But the circle!
Hurry!
Okay, Jan, I'm here. Now where's Frida? And the visitor? I only have a few minutes.
The Frida will be by any minute, and the stranger is nearby, probably, I guess.
I hope so too. Really, I need to get home. I need to look after Mother. I need to finish my work.
I need to finish my work. Really, you're finished with working, at least for now. I wonder what's keeping Frida. What's keeping Frida? Listen, why don't we go to Gildiver's shop? Maybe I'll spot something for her present.
Couldn't you go to some other shop?
I don't see Jan anywhere, Frida. Are you sure you told him to meet us here?
Well, sure, I'm sure. He'll be here on time.
Maybe not. He probably doesn't expect you to be here. Or do you even remember you told him to meet us here? He knows you pretty well.
Kristen, I sometimes wonder if you have faith in anything I do.
I have complete faith in everything you do. The problem is, you might do anything.
Let's go into Gildiver's shop. Maybe I'll see something for Jan's present. The blacksmiths would be better.
Blacksmiths?
I think Jan said something about needing horseshoes.
Jan doesn't have a horse.
Maybe he wants them for himself. Maybe he wants to start a new fashion.
I'll pay you, old curmudgeon. The Walkens pay their debts. I knew I didn't want to go in there.
Yeah, sure. What did you say?
I said we go into the blacksmith's. I need to get some runners for my sled.
Wait, Nicholas! Could you go into the butcher's and, get my mother's goose?
Me? Why don't you get a goose?
Yeah, I'm allergic to geese.
You're allergic to geese, and you're having it for dinner?
The feathers. I'm allergic to the feathers. Please, just for an old friend.
Jan, I'm starting to get a little worried about this engagement of yours. You're sounding a lot like Frida.
Jan, where's Nicholas?
He's in the butcher's. Is Kristen in there?
Yes, but only for a moment. Ah, there you are. Now what do you do?
Why, you're almost done. Jan, go and get Kristen and send her out.
How?
Use your imagination, my boy. Doing a fine job so far. That story about the goose was rather clever.
Well, it is true about the feathers.
What goose?
Jan, they didn't have a goose for your mother. Hello, Frida. Where did Jan go?
I think he went into the blacksmith's. He needs a pair of horseshoes.
He doesn't have a horse.
He's going to buy one. Yes, he wants a nice pair of horseshoes, and then he's going to buy a horse to match. Let's go into the butcher's. I can get out here.
Another goose? What do you mean, a pair of horseshoes? What kind of horse needs two shoes?
He's buying 2 quarter horses.
I wonder where Jan and Frida got off to.
I don't know, maybe I should go look for Frida.
Wait. I mean, I know she's around here someplace. You could wait for her. Here.
If you insist.
How have you been?
I've been fine, and you?
I've been fine too. Only I've missed...
Missed what?
Misty. It's been misty on the river today, don't you think?
Yes, rather. This cold weather, I should imagine. How is the toy business this year? You always make the most beautiful toys.
The most beautiful toys. Kristen,
Yes.
have you missed...
Yes.
Have you missed getting anything ready for Christmas?
Only you.
Me?
Nicholas, I've missed being with you, like we used to be. I've missed it terribly.
Kristen, I've missed you too. I don't know why I've been the way I've been. I mean, Mother's not been well. Kristen, I have missed being.
There's no time like the present to put things back if they were in the past.
You're right. You're absolutely right. When the lights were brightest, shining in our eyes, when the stars had risen and glowing in the skies, when the sun was highest, burning bright at noon, how did we fail to see it? When everybody knew, when the words were long gone, silent as a tomb, we both stood alone there, inside an empty room. Our hearts beat together. Everybody said, how could we fail to see that our love was never dead? When we walked alone, we were that far apart.
When I cried for you, you heard me in your heart.
Now it shines so clearly, now it shines so true, now that you are near me, and I am near to you. How did we fail to know it? How could we fail to see, now that we can show it? There's nothing left to need. When we walked alone, we were that far apart.
When I cried for you, you heard me in your heart.
Secrets we've been keeping, quiet as a prayer, both our hearts were leaping, but we never dared to share. I'm sorry for the way I treated you, the way I've stayed away.
Nicholas, don't be so hard on yourself.
But I was awful. All along I've known. Not in words, but in the way I felt whenever I saw you. Kristen, I love you. I've always loved you.
I love you, Nicholas, and I always will.
Kristen, will you marry me? Will you be my wife?
Yes, Nicholas, yes.
Will you marry me tomorrow?
Tomorrow, but tomorrow is Christmas Eve.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. And all the more reason. One of the happiest days of the year. We'll make it the happiest day Nordic has ever seen.
But my parents, our friends.
Easily told. We're adults. We can choose.
Yes, Nicholas, yes, I will marry you tomorrow. I would marry you tomorrow, or today, or next week, or any time. Oh, Nicholas, how did we fail to see?
Now it shines so clearly, now it shines so true, now that you are near me, and I am near to you. Secrets we've been keeping, quiet as a prayer, both our hearts were leaping, but we never dared to share.
Does this mean what I think it does? It does.
Congratulations, you two. I can't believe it.
What? That I can be happy? Just
Something like that.
We're getting married tomorrow, Frida. Tomorrow,
But nothing! A wedding on Christmas Eve in Nordvik. It's perfect! Everybody come out! Come out and hear the news! Unbelievable, fantastic news! Listen, Nicholas and Kristen are getting married!
tomorrow! Kristen, is this true?
Well, you might have asked me first.
Everett, I would like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage.
Well, you've been a stingy fellow for a long time, and I want Kristen to be happy. And
Wilhelm?
yes, you may.
Nicholas and Kristen will be married forever. A wedding in our town will make this Christmas Eve the best we've ever found, the best we could conceive. Christmas in our town, we'll have more kith and kin. A wedding here makes Christmas Eve the best it's ever been.
Never been this happy! Mother! What's wrong? It's freezing in here.
It was so cold this afternoon and I couldn't keep the fire going. There was no wood.
Well, I was dancing on the square. Mama will soon get you warm. Jan, stoke the stove!
There's nothing to stop.
The wood's outside. Hurry, I'll be right back.
Nicky, are you there?
I'm right here. We'll get you well, Mama. I swear it. I swear we'll do whatever it takes so that you'll be well.
I didn't find any wood, but I did find this.
Oh, Nicholas, stay warm and Merry Christmas. I've come to pay you a visit.
My mother is very sick, El Gelber. Could you please forego the man of our debt tonight?
Well, it's the farthest thing from my mind. Dame Morgan, I didn't know. My, you are ill. We should get your mother out of this icebox to a warm, cozy room. Thornton, run fetch my coachman. Don't worry. She would be fine, Nicholas.
Where are you taking her?
Why, to my home, of course. She'll be nice and warm there. I have lots of good heat.
No one will ever set foot in your house.
Nicholas, I know we've had bad blood between us in the past, but frankly, it's time we put that behind us, don't you think? After all, my boy, it is Christmas.
You've wronged my family. You may well have killed my father.
And I want to make amends for all of that. Even an old curmudgeon like myself can have a change of heart at Christmas. And your mother needs my help. Oh, take Dame Walken to my carriage, make her warm and carry her to the house.
Where are we going, Nicky?
To a warm place, Mama. I've got you.
Oh, Fritz, help Florence in 1 moment, Walken. We have a small matter to discuss.
But my mother!
Thornton and Fritz will see to her.
I have to go with her.
She will be fine, I assure you. Take her along. I'll be on shortly.
Yes, sir.
Now, Nicholas, you don't know how it makes a man's soul feel good to know that he can help you and your mother in your hour of need.
Yes, can you get on with it, my mother?
Oh, and beyond that, I'm also thrilled to learn that Nordic has a new claim to fame.
Fame? What are you talking about?
Not what, who. And it's you I'm talking about.
Me? I'm nothing but a woodcarver.
Well, that's not what I hear. Not the way I hear you were an artist. A craftsman who is transcended his craft.
I fear you've heard more fiction than fact.
Not at all. Why, just this afternoon Thornton was telling me of your latest masterpiece.
Jan told you about my carving?
Oh, so there is a carving. I should very much like to see it.
There's nothing to see. At least nothing I would ever show you.
Nicholas, I don't wish to be indelicate, but your mother is in my care. I would truly be despondent if such care was forced to cease before it even began.
Why you? So, that's how it is.
Oh, my. Thornton was blind. This is more beautiful than I ever imagined. I must have it.
Never!
Oh, perhaps it's a bit amateurish, but it's still a fine piece. I'm moved by the spirit of Christmas, to help you and your mother even more than I already have. I shall buy your toy from you.
Toy! It is not for sale, Herr Gelieber. Not to you. Not Norvik. Not ever.
Wolgan, must I remind you again of your debt to me? I am prepared to eliminate that debt and to throw in a small sum of gold coins.
It's not finished.
Oh, but surely it lacked so little. Perhaps if you were to work diligently tonight.
You will take care of my mother?
Oh, excellent care.
Our debt to you is erased?
Oh, completely. And some gold to make your Christmas a merry one.
It seems I have very little choice.
Oh, none whatsoever. Oh, but don't despair, Walken. Your work will be famous.
You're going to be rich.
Oh, richer, much richer. See, everyone is happy. Merry Christmas, Nicholas.
Everyone is happy? Ha! So my best friend has betrayed me. So be it! So my greatest treasure is to be stolen from me. So be it! I was a practice fool, even to pretend to be happy. Even for an afternoon. Even a single afternoon. How could I dream in my wildest dreams that tomorrow's sun wouldn't shine as bright this afternoon? There's no way it seemed that my every hope would be smashed tonight, all in an afternoon. It seems unreal to be gone so soon, but when the day began, I was just another man who never held true love so tightly in his hands, all in an afternoon. I learned and lost such a lovely tune. We sang it, you and I, then we threw it to the sky and watched it fly away without a reason why. The friends I have known, I now must leave. The friends time has shown, I can't believe. The things I have won, I must cast away. The love that I might have known must wait another day. All things come from her. Whatever roads I ride and however runs the tide, none can compare with what we shared the day we lost it all so soon. All in an afternoon. There is no trust, no sureness in this world. The only thing I can trust is myself. Never again will I forget that. From this moment on, I am Nicholas the lifeless. Nicholas the piece of wood. Nicholas the unmoved. I swear that nothing will ever hurt me, touch me, or move me again. Unless I will never again be moved. Unless this carving moves. As much of a chance as a dead branch has to live and move. That's as much of a chance I'll ever again care for anything. She does look a lot like Kristen, doesn't she? All things that in me stir, each breath, each thought, they come from her. Whatever roads I ride, and however runs the tide, none can compare with what we shared the day we lost it all so soon. All in an afternoon.
my ring. It's better if I give a bunch with nothing quite the same. The best you can imagine is presents piled so high. The ribbons streaming everywhere like rainbows in the sky. Does it really matter what treasures hide inside? Will our illusion shatter if when at last we find some socks or million mittens? Into the drawer it goes. The package is the thing we love with ribbons and with bows. Give us ribbons and bows. I'm gonna tell you, see how it goes. Red, green, yellow, and blue. Ribbons and bows from me to you. Wrapped with ribbons and bows. What's inside? Nobody knows. Just as long as it goes. Under the tree with ribbons and bows.
If you have any last-minute shopping, I have many items in my store on sale for reduced price, and they're already wrapped.
How much longer, Sonia?
Only a few more hours till Christmas, Papa.
To the presents that I've wrapped.
And I paid for.
Have a few more hours apiece before our children tear them to shreds.
I think I'm ready.
I don't think I am.
I think we're going to have to put some schnapps in the children's cocoa tonight, or they may never get to sleep.
We're going to have to use twice as much as last year.
Merry Christmas, everyone. How is Kristen this morning?
Kristen is doing as well as can be expected for a young girl whose heart has been broken.
I don't understand what happened. I'll grant you that Nicholas has been less than likable for a long time, but to propose marriage to Kristen and then to call the whole thing off before he even gets up from kneeling.
I'm afraid that's my fault. Last night I told Frida about something Nicholas had carved.
What possible difference could that make?
It was a special carving.
It was a very special carving. Last night, Eric Gelding overheard us and forced Nicholas to sell it to him.
How do you know all that?
The old toadstool told me himself last night. It's disgusting.
Well, what has that got to do with Kristen?
Don't you see? Nicholas is convinced that it's his fault his mother is ill, so much that he'll abandon everything else for her sake. And I imagine he feels a bit betrayed.
It's by Kristen who should feel betrayed. Let's go try and cheer her up. Maybe we can salvage a bit of Christmas for Kristen and all the berries.
I'll do everything I can. Please
We should be ashamed of ourselves. Instead of getting those two back together, it's our fault they're apart again.
You mean my fault?
Well, yes, I do mean your fault. But I should have been watching out for old Gelby myself.
Nicholas, wait.
Please wait.
Wait for what? Do you need something else told you in confidence? So you can tell the whole world?
Nicholas, Jan didn't tell Geldeber, he just told me. Geldeber overheard is all.
What difference does that make? He told. Now my carving is not my carving anymore.
Listen, Nicholas, blame me all you want. I deserve your anger.
You have it.
You have to understand, you don't have to hate everyone else because of what I did.
I don't hate everyone. I don't hate anyone. I don't feel anything at all.
Nicholas, you can't go back on your promise to Kristen. You've hurt her terribly.
You can have happiness, remember? Hold on to the things you love.
That was yesterday. This is today. This is my life today. Nothing else.
Good evening, Lord Mayor.
Good evening, Herr,
Very well, thank you. What a fine Christmas Eve day.
You know, my friend, you're not much on names, are you? Quite proficient with adverbs, though.
Surpassingly. Lord Mayor, have you seen Nicholas walking lately?
No, and if I were to see that scoundrel, I should have it out with him.
Pardon me. Word has it that Nicholas and your daughter are to be married today.
For a stranger to these parts, you have uncommonly good information. But in this case, not quite up to date. The young fool called off the engagement.
What? This is impossible. This is disastrous.
Disastrous, yes. Impossible, I'm afraid not. Kristen's in her own right this moment, crying her heart out. She's crying her heart out on Christmas Eve in Norfolk. It's criminal, I tell you.
Speaking of criminals.
Hardened criminals.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Lord Mayor, let me pose a hypothetical question. What would you think of the prospect of spending eternity with Herr Geldleber?
I don't expect Herr Geldleber and myself to be in the same place when we get to eternity. Good afternoon, Herr Geldleber.
Good day, Lord Mayor. Excuse me, I'm in a hurry.
Going somewhere, Herr Geldleber. On Christmas Eve.
Well, yes, if you must know, I'm going to the capital. I have important business. Very important, very lucrative business, I thought.
Undoubtedly.
What's in your pouch, Herr Geldleber?
Oh, things for my journey. It's nothing interesting.
Well, Geldleber, you can't go to the capital today. I mean, this is Christmas Eve, and that means that tomorrow is Christmas.
What an astonishing deduction there. Hard as it will be to believe, I'll be missing Christmas in Nordvik this year.
Oh, not nearly as much as Nordvik will nearly miss you.
Thank you.
We need to detain Herr Geldleber from his travels. I'm sure only the most pressing matters could pull him away from his beloved home on Christmas Eve.
Yes, they're very pressing. And it's getting late.
So I suppose you know your own mind.
Yes, I do. We're very close. Good evening, Lord Mayor.
Yes, well, Merry Christmas, Herr Geldleber,
and now I must be off. It's a long and difficult journey to the capital.
Oh, very long and very difficult. If I were you, I'd consider traveling light. That's the way a man should go. Leave at night. When you're gone, no one will know.
Those twice move quick, time as you are gone.
Get on the stick. You've waited for too long. You'll get such a bargain just by running hard and traveling light. Abandon your bags, junk and steamer case. Hair a drag, they'll only slow your pace. Don't wait, move quick, you love that, that's the trick. One bag, first class, get there double quick. Luggage is enslavement, time to hit the pavement. Traveling light. Traveling light, lighten up the load. Traveling right, time to hit the road. Traveling light. Traveling light. Traveling light. Traveling right. Traveling light. Traveling lights. Get rid of all your stuff. Traveling lights. Take only just enough. Pack light, make haste. Now start your race. With the wind biting, travel is exciting. Traveling light, traveling light, traveling light, traveling light.
Just delightful.
Because you're traveling delightfully, right?
Yes, as you say. Then now I must be going. Farewell is all of that.
Farewell to you, you old fool, and good riddance. It simply will not do to have the likes of him in Nordvik, Muriel. Not the Nordvik I have in mind. Farewell, Frederick Geldleber. May your love of gold serve you better in the capital than here. Rather better than this. Now, if we could only get Nicholas back to the fold.
Goldie off to in such a hurry?
Who cares, just as long as he's gone. Christmas can only get nicer without him. Gildeber can spoil anything, sort of like he has a negative glow all around him.
I feel like I have a negative glow all around me. Kristen, don't cry. I can't believe the way that Nicholas has treated you.
It wasn't Nicholas's fault. It was that old so-and-so, Geltleber.
So, both of them are men, and between the two, they add up to a big, fat negative. A negative glow of men. Men are beneath contempt, beneath disdain, beneath ridicule.
Now that's beneath the belt. I'm a man too.
I didn't mean you, Jan.
Not.
I meant real men.
This is going to be a very long marriage.
Longer than mine will ever be. Oh, that selfish, self-centered, self-serving, self-involved man. The way men act, you'd think they think they're the only people on earth. As far as I'm concerned, we can easily do without any men anymore. Absolutely.
Now just you wait a minute.
Even though they have the power, even though they run the show, we don't believe they rule us, though the Bible says it so. You can tell the way they treat us, there's so much they do not know. Can't we do without their crude attacks at rodeo? You bet your boots without a gun, we can do without the men.
Yeah, hold on. I'll admit that present circumstances seem to weigh against Nicholas in particular, but you can't condemn a whole species on account of one man.
And why not?
It's not democratic.
And who invented democracy? Men condemned.
What about the safety of the nation? Who would stand little guard by the door? A strong man should be standing at the station. That's what you need a strong man for.
Give a man a strong arm. He probably tried to grab us. They'll use any old force to get what they can for. They'll talk about defending. To them it's like a team sport. They'll defend their hearth and home so they can start another war. We can do without. We can do without. Without it, we can do without the men.
What about a future procreation? A necessary accessory, not a sin. A virile man in that occupation would keep the race proceeding without end.
Childbirth is so lovely when we think about it. We really wouldn't doubt it. A peaceful time to spend. But don't forget the drawbacks when you tally up the senses. We get the joy of giving birth, but half the kids are men. We can do without. We can do without. Without it, we can do without the men.
In the awful chance that you were threatened by a robber or a murderer or a thief, don't you think you just might put your faith in a rescue from a man? What a relief!
Listen to what you're saying. You're proving our position. There's lots of fancy robbers on that you can't depend. But what about the worst ones? Well, think about it, Buster. In a den of thieves, you'll find that all the thieves are men. We can do without. We can do without. Without a doubt, we can do without the men.
But surely sing?
There was a way the world could do
Without the man.
This will be my last Christmas Eve for this stupid ritual. When I collect payment for these toys, it's farewell to a useless occupation. What has it gotten me? Nothing but trouble heaped on trouble. Guiltleaver had the right idea. Starting tomorrow, I become a merchant.
When the snow lies on the churchyard and the leaves have left the trees, in that same time, barren winter, long ago and in the east, came a star that shone like sunshine, shone upon the silent plain, falling softly on the stable where the holy baby lay.
These fools have no idea about the true nature of things. If they did, they wouldn't sing about stars and sunshine. They'd sing about money. They forget love. Remember gold.
On that cold and starry evening, like no night the world had known, came the shepherds from the mountains, telling of the angel's song. Alleluia, alleluia, we have heard the angels sing. Take us to him, we have come to see the King.
Oh, I'll see the king, but not as a shepherd or a pauper. One day when I've forgotten this whole farce, when I've forgotten Guiltleaver, forgotten Nordvik, forgotten Kristen.
Though the prophets long foretold him, endless praise his name demand, still this humble, low beginning, he the pauper Son of Man. In this moment, grace incarnate, for empowered by our Lord. Still the babe wrapped in the manger, hearing just his Father's word.
Hearing just his mother's word? What are they singing? I seem so sure one minute, sure that I'm doing the only thing I can do. And the next moment, it's not clear at all.
Mother Mary, hold him closely, keep the winter breeze at bay. It surpasses understanding what the angels all will say. Alleluia, alleluia, let the heavens ring his praise. Come before him and adore him, Christ the ancient King of days.
Keep the winter breeze at bay. The very thing I couldn't do for my own mother. I wasn't able to provide for her, and I wouldn't be able to provide for Kristen. My fate lies on a narrow road. Tonight, it leads into Nordvik. Tomorrow, forever away.
Alleluia, alleluia, let the heavens ring his praise. Come before him and adore him, Christ the ancient King of days.
Good evening, Nicholas Puckett. I don't believe we've met.
Nor do we need to now. Excuse me, stranger. I'm a very busy man.
Oh, I know who you are, Nicholas Walken. Better than you know yourself.
I beg your pardon.
Don't beg. It's not becoming. Not for what you think you're becoming at any rate.
I don't know who you are, but I know what I'm. Wealthy, powerful, and starting tonight.
Really? How?
Simple. I'm paying no attention to anyone but myself from this moment on.
This is new behavior.
Very much so. I've always cared for people. No longer. There's no profit in it. Only pain. People are only empty shells, walking around in a dream, including me. So why worry about anyone else? What possible difference will it make when we're all dead?
It's quite philosophy you've developed.
If the world had dealt with you like it's dealt with me, you'd have the same solution.
Is there possibly one small detail you've overlooked in your grand scheme?
Not one thing.
Is there no hope in your universe? No grace?
Grace? What does grace have to do then?
People are only empty shells. Then why do they strive, and cry, and laugh and love each other? Why should they do anything at all? Hope moves them, Nicholas. Hope that things will get better. And grace keeps them moving.
That's nothing but rubbish. I told you. Nothing moves me, remember? Not hope, not grace. Nothing.
I remember your oath as well. I will never again be moved until my carving lives and moves.
How do you know about that? And where did you get that?
Let's just say a price has been paid.
Guilty.
Oh, he has no claim now.
What are you doing?
Once there was one whom the world dealt with badly. You've seen him in his French boat.
Seen who?
Look. See what you truly beheld in your soul.
Who is? Why are they out in the snow so late?
There was no room for them in the hearts of men like you and Kelvin.
My heart could never be as cold as his.
You say you'll be wealthier than he is. Do you think such a desire has no price?
It's so cold. Can't I help them?
How might the Walken family accomplish that?
Please, don't taunt me with my own words. A toy! Let me at least give the baby a toy to play with.
Nicholas! This child came to the world not to receive gifts, but to give them.
But what can I do? There must be something that I can give.
Yes! Finally! I knew you were the one I came searching for. Yes, there is a great deal you can give. Your joy, your very spirit. Give it to people all over the world. What can be the walking, breathing, clapping manifestation of Christmas?
Me? How could that happen?
Why, it's already happening. The change is complete. Don't you feel it?
Why, yes, I do feel different. I feel wonderful.
What is going on? What is this strange light? And why is this strange person with adverbs for a name always in my town square?
Never you mind, Lord Mayor. The time of Nordvig's greatest fame has arrived.
Kristen, something's happened. I don't know what it means, but I do know that it means that we can be together and happy.
To hear you say that means everything to me.
Mother, you're up. You're healthy again.
Yes, Nicky, I woke in this beautiful light. I don't remember ever feeling so well.
Mary, bring the roll here. Good people of Nordvig, a new legend is born this night. Nicholas shall travel the world every Christmas Eve, bearing peace and goodwill to all who open their hearts to him. Take these, and leave them against the children.
But to travel the whole world in one night? There's not enough time for that.
The time must stand still for you. For all of you. Christmas has always meant so much to people who are living. Now, your village will live outside of time, untouched by a wicked world.
I suppose this means that the king won't be coming here anytime soon.
Nordvig will be out of reach of all earthly kings. Nicholas, it is time for your maiden voyage. Yonder is the sleigh. It's Christmas Eve, and time is yours to command.
What a lovely sleigh. Will those reindeer carry it?
You bet they will.
And only in a way that is made possible by the magic of this night.
Oh!
Oh boy! Papa, the flying in
Christmas.